It was a cold December morning in Houston, Texas, in 2010. The grand courtroom was packed with reporters, locals, and family members. The case was unusual and had stirred emotions across the city. At the center was 22-year-old Jamal Carter, a young man accused of armed robbery at a local bank. The evidence was overwhelming. Surveillance cameras showed a figure in a black hoodie robbing the bank. Witnesses identified Jamal as the culprit. But Jamal insisted he was innocent. "I didn't do this," he said quietly, sitting in the defendant's chair. "I was at home with my sister that night." The prosecutor, Ms. Collins, was relentless. "Mr. Carter, multiple witnesses placed you at the scene. You were seen running from the bank just minutes after the robbery." Jamal's public defender, Mr. Evans, looked exhausted but determined. "We will prove my client's innocence. The evidence is circumstantial, and the witnesses may be mistaken." The first day, the court heard testimonies from bank employees and customers. Several claimed they saw Jamal fleeing the bank wearing a black hoodie. Security footage was blurry but showed a figure matching Jamal's build. Jamal's sister, Tasha, was called to testify. She described Jamal's alibi. "He was home all night, helping me prepare for my final exams. I was with him the whole evening." Despite her testimony, the jury seemed doubtful. Jamal's past didn't help him. He had a record for minor theft as a teenager. The turning point. On the second day, a surprising witness came forward. A quiet, middle-aged janitor named Mr. Garcia, who worked in the building next to the bank. "I saw the man who ran from the bank," he said softly. But it wasn't Jamal. The man had a limp on his right leg, and he carried a red backpack. Ms. Collins objected. "How can you be sure?" Mr. Garcia replied, "I have a limp too, so I noticed. And the backpack was bright red. Jamal doesn't have a limp, and the witnesses didn't mention a backpack." The mystery deepens. Mr. Garcia's testimony introduced doubt, but it wasn't enough. Then, a strange phone call was revealed. Jamal's lawyer uncovered a recorded call between Jamal's sister and an unknown man. In the background, a man with a deep voice threatened Tasha, warning her to lie. The courtroom fell silent. The revelation. After intense investigation, it was discovered that the real robber was a man named Marcus Reed, a small-time criminal with a limp and a red backpack, who had planned the robbery to frame Jamal. On the final day of the trial, Marcus was caught trying to flee the city. The conclusion. The judge declared Jamal innocent. Tears filled Jamal's eyes as he hugged his sister. "I want to thank Mr. Garcia," Jamal said. "His courage to speak up saved me." Mr. Garcia smiled humbly. "I just did what was right." Jamal looked at the courtroom. "I forgive those who doubted me. Because holding on to anger only traps you. Forgiveness is freedom." Sparkle's moral of the story. Justice is not always clear. Truth often hides behind fear and silence. But one voice, even the quietest, can bring light. And forgiveness heals what anger destroys.